Hi there, guys. In this video, we're talking about solving literal equations for a certain variable. So I've written here the area equals 1/2 base times height for a triangle. And what I want to do here is solve for h. And so first of all, you want to notice, do you have everything multiplied together or divided, or is there some plus or minus involved? Um, and you kind of work backwards from the order of operations, parentheses, exponents, um, multiplication, divide, add, subtract. You kind of work this way. So if you have add or subtract, you need to deal with that first. We don't here. So I'm going to just deal with my multiply. I want to get this by itself. That means move everything over to the other side somehow. And we undo multiply with divide. We undo divide with multiply. I have this 1/2 here. I'm going to start out by just multiplying by 2/1. That way those 2's can cancel out. So I have 2a equals base times height. That's times. So to get h by itself now, divide by base, and we have height equals 2 times a over b. So there's a quick example there for you. This is another formula you might recognize. F equals 9/5 C plus 32. This is to convert Celsius temperature to Fahrenheit temperature. And so I want to solve for C. So right now I plug in Celsius, it spits out Fahrenheit. I want a formula where I can plug in Fahrenheit and spit out Celsius. So notice I've got plus here. Again, we're kind of working backwards from my order of operations, PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So I'm going to undo the addition first by taking away 32 because subtraction undoes divide plus. So we have F minus 32 is 9/5 times C. And now to get rid of the 9/5, we have to multiply by its reciprocal, 5/9. And one trick here, make sure you multiply the whole side by 5/9. That means parentheses. So these cancel out. We have C equals 5/9 times Fahrenheit temperature minus 32. That's the formula for putting in Fahrenheit, spitting out Celsius. Okay. We'll do perimeter equals 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. And I'm going to say, let's solve for W. So what I need to do, I've got plus here. So I'm going to undo the plus with subtract. Subtract 2L from both sides like that. Cancel that out. P minus 2L is 2W. We're going to divide everything by 2. You can either do it like this. That's an option. And have W equals P minus 2L over 2. Or you could choose to write it as P over 2 minus 2L over 2. That's an option as well. And in that case, the 2's would cancel out. If the 2 is on the top and the bottom here, they can cancel out, but this 2 will not cancel out with this 2 because there's not one with this P. So be careful with that. If you are simplifying, W is P over 2 minus L. So that's just a few different formulas solving for a variable. Where this is going to, I mean, you'll do some of this, but where this really comes into play is when you're taking a linear equation, for example, 5x minus 3y equals 12, and you want to put this in solve for y. You want to put this and say y equals mx plus b format. And so I'm looking at this, I've got a minus. I'm going to deal with the plus or minus first. So I want to get y by itself. I'm just going to leave this term alone for now and take away 5x from both sides. You get minus 3y. I'm going to write the x first. It doesn't matter which order they're in. And then we can divide by Again, like I said, you can do it to every term or just once to the right, once to the left. It's for slope-intercept form, it's easier to just do it to every term. So you get 5/3 x, and then 12 over minus 3 is -4. So this is slope-intercept form. That's the y-intercept. That's the slope. That's solved for y. So again, for literal equations, kind of focus on what it is you want to isolate and try and not touch that. And then if there's plus or minus, deal with that first. Then add or subtract next. I'll do one more here that's a little bit different, and then we'll call this a day. We'll do area is 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times h. Okay, so I want to solve for B1. So this is a little different. You know, in the order of operations, parentheses is first. So that means we're going to actually go to parentheses last here because we kind of do it backwards. Even though there's plus in between there, we're going to, like I said, we're going to deal with that last. I'm going to first get rid of my 1/2 by multiplying by 2 over 1. We get 2a equals, those cancel out, b1 plus b2 times h. And then we're going to get rid of the times by dividing by h. You get 2a over h equals b1 plus b2. And then finally, we don't need the parentheses anymore because everything outside of the parentheses is gone. But now I'll undo the subtraction, the addition with subtraction, and subtract b2. So I have b1 equals 2a over h minus b2. And anyway, I hope that helps you out. Have a nice day. I'll talk to you later on. Bye-bye.